So this is the fourth time I'm recording this. I've had several technical issues. I am tired. It's late at night. Let's just get through this. I haven't uploaded a mag build in a while because DE's been updating the game, then been dropping new mods, and I've been experimenting. So my mag build has changed substantially since last time due to this. Also, the second reason why I haven't uploaded is because of this guy right here.
The goober. Are you a goober? No, stop it. Who's the goober? You're the goober. Who's the goober? Are you a goober? Yes, you are. You're a goober.
So, like I always say, my builds are not for beginners. It takes a lot of resources, time, endo, effort in order to get where I am. By the way, all my plat goes towards cosmetics. Just saying. So, I want you to notice that I have 5 Tau Forged Archon shards. 4 of them are giving me extra casting speed. And then 1 is acting like an equilibrium, so I don't have to rock equilibrium and use it as a free slot. This is the mag build right here. So, this entire row, it's a flex row. You don't have to have these guys on here if you don't want to. Shotgun amp, I like using shotguns with mag. You can use Breathe Respite or Growing Power if you'd like. Adaptation is really nice between levels 100 to 1200. I'm talking about Steel Path, of course. Once you get to 1200, its usefulness really starts to fall off because everything's going to break through your shields. It's okay. All you got to do is just amp up your playstyle and play a little bit more sweaty. If you don't mind playing sweaty and spamming your abilities, go ahead and take adaptation off, put on rolling guard, or put on the prime redirection. Counterpulse is really nice. It makes the game pretty comfy, pretty easy because things can't shoot at you as much. But if you don't like it, go ahead and put on a stretch. Factoring Crush, Magnetized Discharge, every single mag main has those on their build. If you don't, you are playing mag wrong. Precision Intensify is there in order to make sure that you can 100% armor strip with her 4th. Natural Talent is giving you an increased casting speed. Fleeting Expertise giving you 160% efficiency, which makes your 1 worth 10 energy, 2, 20, 3, 30, 4, 40, and that's counteracted by a Prime Continuity so that you actually have some ability duration. Prime Sure-Footed, self-explanatory, and then Arcane Barrier, Arcane Aegis is there to supplement your shields if you get caught lacking and you're not able to pop your 3 and your 4 in time. The Exergis build is the same as it was. Here's the River mod. I have a primary Frostbite here. I'm going to explain to you why I have a primary Frostbite and not have any sort of cold damage on my Exergis itself. Give me 1 second. Recommendations outside the Exergis. If you want, go ahead and use the Archoplasmor, the Phalarx. The Dread Incarnate is really good. If Nadaruk, and if you're feeling like old school, go ahead and use the Sekira Penta if you are an old player. We're using the Latum. Here is the Latum build. Nothing really special. But that's just because I'm using it today. We can use the Spirix, the Detron, the Synex. Those are my favorite weapons to use with mag. Even the Plinx is really nice. So today we're using the Attendant Agendus. It's an electric progenitor with no other elements except for electricity. That's all it does because we got a melee influence build here. Also, because of melee influence, if you hit him with a heavy strike inside the bubble, it tends to wipe the entire party out. I've seen it clear entire rooms by itself. Now, the main big difference here is the Deathcube. So here's what I got for the Hellstrom. It's been buffed since the last update, so I'm not running the Vertiglass on this particular build because the reason is that the Hellstrom is going to fill the entire room with gas, and when the enemy procs a gas proc and I kill them, it counts as an assist, which gives me an energy orb. I typically get about 2 energy orbs every other second. As long as you kill consistently quick, you should be getting a lot of energy orbs. Will never run out of energy, and you'll be able to just keep spamming your abilities. Also, I also have cold on there, and this is what buffs my Exergus with the primary frostbite. 3% critical damage and 2.5% multi-shot. I'm really after the multi-shot than I am the critical damage, but I'm not going to complain if it's going to give it to me. Here is the Deathcube again. Now, Vaporize. Every 10 seconds, the Sentinel will stun and inflict 600 damage to an enemy within 30 meters. Damage dealt affected by Sentinel weapon mods. This is another source of gas and another source of cold in order to give me more energy and give me more buffs on my Exergus. Duplex Bond is a flex slot. You can put whatever you want on here. Momentous Bond is pretty good. Or Mystic Bond, I guess. Just whatever you'd like. Then Guardian and Shield Charger they're just there to help you with your shield, and they are like an extra source of shield gating. Consider it to be like an extra barrier or Aegis. It's just another layer of protection. Synth Deconstruct is there, so in order for you to pick up more health orbs with your purple Archon Shard in order to give you more energy. This is an energy generating Deathcube. And then with Manifold Bond, you're able to hit out Vaporizer more often, and then when your companion kills an enemy afflicted with status effects, which it won't, the Hellstrom is really weak, and the Vaporize doesn't do much, but just in the off chance that it does, it spreads the effects even further, causing more energy to be generated because there are more enemies on the field that are being hit with gas procs. Basically, if you play in a room fast enough, it will be full of gas. Vacuum is still here, even though I'm playing with Mag, because even though they changed her passive to give her her own vacuum, in my testing, it's either broken or it's very weak, and it doesn't stand up to regular vacuum proper. If it is a mistake and D ends up fixing it, I will be replacing vacuum with something else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into a 10-minute Steel Path mission solo survival by myself. I will mute my mic so you don't have to hear me talk, or you don't have to hear my controller click. And then I'm going to be in there for 10 minutes just so you can see the build in action. I find this to be a lot more constructive and educational than just taking it to the simulacrum, summon up a bunch of enemies that are AI or one type of enemy, and say, trust me guys, it works. So feel free to screenshot the build, save the video, come back when you have these resources, or if you have these resources, go ahead and try them out. Send me a message, see if you like it, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace. Who says that, flip side? Come on.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way. priority. Hold out as long as you can.
A valuable lesson.
So we're almost at 100 kpm.
Extraction is ready.
With 243 ability used. So it's almost 25 abilities per minute, which means you're hitting the ability button every 2 seconds. That might be a little bit too sweaty for some. And the kills are about 100 kpms. If this is something you'd like, let me know. Peace.